Welcome to the Critically Clueless. Today we are looking at Desperados 3. Now I'm a little bit late to the game with this little review, but let's have a little look-see. Desperado 3 is a real-time stealth tactics video game. It's a story-driven game set in a ruthless Wild West scenario. Now this is actually a prequel to the original Desperado game, for which we explore the origin of John Cooper. We visit various locations such as Louisiana and Mexico, and we follow John as he pursues a bandit leader who killed his dad. Along the journey, we recruit several playable characters and use our unique abilities to one by one take out guards patrolling and complete our objectives. Now, Desperado 3 has been published by THQ Nordic and it's been developed by Mimimim Games. Now, I think that's probably pronounced completely wrong, but there we go. It's currently on the Xbox, the PlayStation and the PC. It will set you back anywhere between $49.99 and just £10. It really does depend how you're buying it, where you're buying it. This game's also on Game Pass, and because of that, this goes straight into my Game Pass Spotlight games. I think considering it's on Game Pass, the kind of quality of this game, it definitely deserves to be played. If you've got Game Pass, I would strongly recommend this game. Now, as I've already mentioned, this game is a real-time stealth tactics game. Now, real-time stealth tactics, those games are few and far between. In fact, the last one I personally played would have been last year, which was actually a remake, of a game, or sorry, a remaster of a game, I don't know, 15, 20 years old, without actually going back and having a little look-see. I'm not entirely sure, but that was Commandos 2. I mean, if anyone's played Commandos 2, this game, for me, plays a lot similarly to that. I would say this game actually does it better. So basically, you go around the map, you've got a little team. You can have a team, of 1, 2, 3, 4 playable characters, and you can in turn move them each around the map, getting them to use their little skills, their little abilities. Every character that you use has a unique ability, which is quite interesting. It definitely helps with the gameplay. You can kind of go at this game however you want to, really. I wouldn't recommend going loud. This really is a stealth tactics game, but when you mess up, you better be very quick to recover, because again, it is real time, so there is no stopping it, there's no going back. There is a way to save scum, and make sure you save before you do something silly, and that way if you mess up, you can always reload it and go it again. It did take me a while to work out the way the game saved. I kept loading up checkpoints, for instance, rather than my actual save, so save scumming for me did not work for a very long time. I've got to say, I really like this feature that you're seeing right now on screen. Basically, when you complete a level, you can actually see your actions that you took throughout that map, throughout that game, throughout that level, and you can see where you went, how you did everything, who killed what. And I found that really interesting. It just added an extra little tweak to the game for me. And honestly, there was no scraping on this game. This game was a polished game from ground up. I didn't have no dashboarding. There was no glitches, no exploits that I saw. I'm sure there are exploits within this game, but maybe that's for a different video. But I found this game to be one of very high quality. And talking about high quality, this game is also fully voice acted. The story itself is really good. I actually found myself, from level to level going through, wanting to know the next part of the story. Especially early game, I quite liked it, especially as they very slowly introduced you to each playable character that you could use. But I think for me, John Cooper has to be my favourite character. I just love the 6-shooters, the knife throws and all that. I really, really love the gameplay during this game. Now, like I said, I haven't played a stealth tactics game since Commandos, and I really did enjoy that. I also covered that on the channel if you guys are interested in that review. So it was a lot of fun to actually get into this game. I really wish that I'd picked up this game when it very first released back last year. Obviously, I'm coming at it a few months late now, but it recently popped onto Game Pass, so I figured it'd be a really good opportunity just to, do a quick review on it, play the game, enjoy it for myself, and also share it with you guys as well. Like I said, this is on Game Pass, so if you currently are on the Xbox and have Game Pass, this would be a game that I would seriously consider trying out. If you've played any game like this before, I know there are other games out there. It's just for me personally, the last one I played was Commandos. But if you're into those type of games, I've got to say this is probably the best one I've ever played. And for that, because of everything, I mean, even the sound in this game is pretty good. The voice acting, as I've already said, is pretty good. All the sound effects seem, very unique and very clear and crisp. But this game earned a 7 out of 10 for me. And a 7 out of 10 from me and for my channel is actually really, really good. Marty may be a little bit kinder with his games, but a 7 from me is a very, very good score. And I'd highly recommend anyone picking it up. However, I've got to stress this game does have a learning curve. This is not easy. I found this game to be hard but rewarding. And that's pretty much on any difficulty. I'm not ashamed to admit that I started on the lower end difficulty. And even that, especially at the beginning while I was learning the controls, for instance, I really did struggle to kind of pick it up and understand the timing of situations. And as you go up through the difficulties, it definitely does get harder. So, like I said, it is hard, but for me personally, it was rewarding. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. And if you are looking for another way to support the Critically Curious, why not buy us a coffee or follow us on Facebook? Both those links are going to be in the description down below, so make sure you give that a check. I really do have to commend this game though for having a fully voice acted game. I wasn't expecting it. I was very happy to see it, and I really do wish that I'd actually picked up this game last year. Obviously, I was covering Wasteland 3 back then, and then a little bit later I was covering Empire of Sin as well. But yeah, I really do wish that I'd put this into my active library back then as well. But I'm glad that I finally picked it up. Hopefully you guys, you try it out. If you do try it out, or if you've played this game before, let me know down in the comments your thoughts about this game. Where you rank it in real-time strategy games, because as I said, for myself personally, I've got to put it right up there, right at the top, maybe even the best I've ever played. So let me know again in the comments, guys, what you think of this game. But I've been TheMonk, and I'll catch you later.
I've lit the fuse. Better throw it fast. Heads up.